Hey everyone, it's Rihanna and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing my top favourites video for 2019. I'm going to be talking about my top 5 TV shows and my top 5 films. Now I'm not sure if that should collect into a top 10. I will let you argue it, but I'm just calling this my top 5 TV shows and movies of 2019 video. As always, my list is my list for a reason because they were my favourites. You definitely probably have different favourites to me. There are probably going to be films on your favourites list that aren't on my favourites list because I haven't seen them or they're just not in my list. Those are really the only two reasons I can think of. Now that is out of the way, let's get on with my favourite TV shows and movies list of 2019. We're going to start off with some honourable mentions for my top 5 TV list. The first honourable mention is Fleabag, both season 1 and season 2. I actually binge watched both seasons in a row. Yeah, it's that good. Fleabag has won tons of awards, so obviously the hype is real. I loved Fleabag. I love Phoebe Waller-Bridge. I think she's genius. The comedy here is just unapologetic and some great sort of satire, and the character of Fleabag is great. I love the breaking of the fourth wall. If you haven't checked out Fleabag yet, I don't know where you've been because it is great and Phoebe Waller-Bridge can do no wrong. I also loved Killing Eve season 2, but that's not on the list or in the honourable mentions. Just thought I'd chuck it in there. Doing a lot with my hands, please excuse me. But yes, season 1 and season 2 of Fleabag, loved them both. My next honourable mention is Chernobyl, which was the miniseries by HBO. This was devastating and harrowing and so well done in every aspect, directing wise, costume design, production design, acting wise. Everything was crazy amazing in Chernobyl. Obviously I knew about Chernobyl, but until you watch the show or a documentary or whatever, you don't really know how it happened and what the effects were. Yeah, if you want to do a miniseries, take notes from Chernobyl because that was done fantastically. Now, on to my top 5 TV shows of 2019. At number 5 on my list is Euphoria, which is one of 2 HBO shows on this list actually. HBO killed it in 2019, except from Game of Thrones. We won't talk about it. Euphoria is this teen drama show that follows this girl named Rue, played by Zendaya. She is returning back to her normal teenage life in high school after an overdose, and she's just gotten out of rehab. It tells the story of her and her friends and this new girl called Jules navigating their life through high school and all of the secrets they keep. Euphoria is raw and gritty and realistic, and the cinematography and costumes and makeup and acting and directing are all just great. Euphoria made me feel every emotion under the sun, and I can't wait to see what they're going to do with season 2. I have no idea where it's going, but any of this show I will watch. Just so many feelings happen watching Euphoria. I feel like that's probably the point considering the name is Euphoria. At number 4 on my list comes Dark season 2 on Netflix. Now if you didn't already know, I love the show Dark. I loved season 2. Not quite as much as I loved season 1. But I might need to rewatch season 2. That's my own fault. I won't ramble on about Dark too much because I actually did a full video on season 2 up here. I will link it. It's actually full of spoilers, so actually don't watch that. Watch my season 1 video, which I will also link up here. It's a great show, time travel, drama, the acting's great, it's mind-blowing. I need season 3 now. I need answers, people. But yeah, if you like time travel, if you like sci-fi, if you like having your mind blown, check out Dark on Netflix, season 1 then season 2, because you can't watch one without the other, I'm afraid. At number 3 on my list is actually the newest addition to my top 5 list, and that is Watchmen. That is another HBO show. I told you HBO killed it. Now we've seen the film Watchmen and we know about the comics Watchmen, and this is the TV show version. It is a different storyline though, set in an alternate history where masked vigilantes are seen as outlaws. We follow Detective Angela Abar as she investigates the rise of a white supremacist group called the 7th Cavalry. I don't want to give you too many details about Watchmen because you just need to go into it knowing nothing, embrace it, love it, because that's exactly what I did. I'd been hearing so many great things about Watchmen. I had to see it for myself, and I must tell you, the hype is so real. Watchmen just does something with the comic book and superhero genre that I don't think I've ever seen done before. It is just so unique and mind-twisting, and every detail is important. And I love how they bring in the old characters from Watchmen back, like Dr. Manhattan and Rorschach, and yeah, I absolutely loved Watchmen. It took a really important part of history, put it in modern day, gave it modern struggles. Very complicated to go into detail about Watchmen. Just know it's mind-bending, it's great. Acting, directing, amazing. Number 2 on my list is another Netflix show, and that is Sex Education. Now, I remember talking about this very early on in 2019 because it came out in like January, but I was obsessed from the start of this show. Season 2 is right around the corner. I'm so excited. Sex Education portrays teenagers realistically. It is hella funny, and you just gotta love this group of teenagers like Maeve and Otis and Jackson and Amy. Amy is probably my favourite. I love her. And it talks about a subject matter that I feel like not enough teenage shows actually talk about seriously. Like, nobody talks about sex in teen shows or teen movies, really. Not this much in detail anyway. And I just think the show is really well done with its characters, its plot, and its subject matter. And it just looks very aesthetically pleasing. I'm obsessed with Sex Education, I can't help it. And number 1 in my top 5 TV shows of 2019 is, you've probably guessed it by now, Stranger Things 3. If you couldn't already tell, I love this season. I made a whole video about why I love this season. You can watch it here. I guess I won't go into too much detail about it, but it just brought the spirit of Stranger Things back to me. I was a little bit disappointed in season 2, and season 3 just brought it right back. It is fun, it is dramatic, it can be scary, and I just love all those characters, man. Dustin is my favourite, Robin is my new favourite, and I feel like season 3 just took the plot above and beyond, and there are still questions to be answered, which is what I love in a mystery show. So there you have it, those were my top 5 TV shows of 2019. Let's move on to the films, because I know you want to. Honourable mention wise, we have Ready or Not. This one surprised me, it was clever. Samara Weaving is an excellent scream queen. I love a dark, crazy game film. I just love them. I think they're so clever, and Ready or Not really surprised me considering I had no idea about this film before hearing the hype about it. My next honourable mention is one I feel like everyone has forgotten, and that is Us, directed by Jordan Peele. This is an excellent film to his filmography. Lupita Nyong'o as Adelaide and as Red was incredible acting wise. I can't believe every awards show under the sun is snubbing her. She was robbed. Us was thrilling, edge of your seat stuff. I absolutely loved it. A rewatch is due very, very soon. Us is one of those films where I was thinking about it weeks afterwards, and I'm still thinking about it now, and on every rewatch I feel like you're gonna find something new, which is why I love Jordan Peele. He is a genius. And my third honourable mention is Booksmart, directed by Olivia Wilde. I love this one. It was outrageously funny and portrays the two best friends' female relationship just so realistically, and it broke my heart, and I watched it with my best friend, and it was so difficult to watch with my best friend, but just the chemistry between Beanie Feldstein and Caitlin Denver was great, and Billie Lourd as Gigi, what a performance. It's slowly becoming one of my favourite coming of age movies ever. I loved Booksmart. Okay, so now we are into the top 5. At number 5, we have Avengers Endgame. I really thought when I saw Avengers Endgame it would be at my number 1 spot for the rest of the year. And somehow, films have managed to top it. Avengers Endgame was so fucking epic. It was the conclusion we deserved. It was everything I could imagine. It was emotional, it was funny, it was action-packed. The Russo brothers did an incredible job, as did the cast. Never did I think I would cry so much in a Marvel movie, but no, Avengers Endgame broke me. There are just so many great scenes and so many great moments in Avengers Endgame that I can't name them all, but yes, I was happy with it. I loved it. What an amazing conclusion. At number 4, this is the most recent addition to the list, and that is Little Women, directed by Greta Gerwig, starring Saoirse Ronan, Florence Pugh. Obviously, Little Women is based off the book by Louisa May Alcott. I've never read it, and I've never watched any Little Women versions before, but this one made me fall in love with it. It makes me want to read the book. It makes me want to watch every movie based off Little Women, just because the story got me so much. Greta Gerwig's direction and screenplay here is just fantastic. The way she portrays the sisters' friendship and relationship, just killed me so much because it was just so similar to me and my sister. Saoirse Ronan as Jo was amazing. Florence Pugh as Amy was amazing. I just fell in love with these sisters and these characters and this place. It made me cry, it made me laugh, it made me feel so many things. I absolutely love Little Women. It didn't disappoint in the slightest. And yes, I am angry that Greta Gerwig got snubbed for director in the Oscars. Yeah. At number 3 on my top 5 list is the murder mystery whodunit, Knives Out. I loved Knives Out, could you tell? I made a whole video on why you should watch Knives Out, so I'll link it here. But just to recap, Daniel Craig amazing, Ana de Armas amazing, the whole cast amazing, the script incredible, so smart, had me on the edge of my seat all the time. Just, I love murder mystery whodunits, and by Rian Johnson, like, bravo, my friend, bravo. Please make more of these films with this same detective. Daniel Craig was hilarious. Knives Out took twists and turns I did not see coming from a mile off. I love the look of the film. Everything was perfect. I can't wait to rewatch this one. I really can't. Getting on to the big top 2. And at number 2, we have Jojo Rabbit, directed by Taika Waititi. I've just realised it's ironic that it's at number 2 because there's a peace sign on the poster. What? Didn't plan that, promise. If I didn't already love Jojo Rabbit before it came out just for the fact that it was directed by Taika Waititi, after I saw the film, imagine how much I loved it more. Taika Waititi's screenplay was heartbreaking and hilarious all at once, and I don't know how he did that to my emotions. Taika Waititi just handled the satire subject matter of this film so well, because somebody else could have really fucked this up and offended a lot of people. However, Taika's just a genius. The satire in this was so well done. Everybody in my theatre was laughing when they were supposed to laugh, which rarely happens. Roman Griffin Davis in this as Jojo. I just loved him. He was great. I love the little kid who plays Yorkie. I loved Yorkie. I thought Scarlett Johansson was great. I thought Thomasin McKenzie was great. All the acting across the board was incredible. Even Sam Rockwell and Alfie Allen as the 2 captains, they were great. Just every aspect of Jojo Rabbit was hilarious. All the actors pulled it off so well. And I have to give the best ending of the year to Jojo Rabbit. Just those 2 dancing in the street, freedom to David Bowie's Heroes in German. Poetry. I don't know why such a simple ending was so great, but it just worked so well. But yes, I love Jojo Rabbit. Could you tell? Most probably. And we are at number 1 of my favourite movie list of 2019. And if you haven't already guessed it, it's Parasite. Of course it's Parasite. Have you seen Parasite? Parasite was batshit crazy. I apologise for my language, but that's the only way I can describe it. Now, if you haven't seen Parasite yet, it is a comedy thriller drama about this lower class family who get involved with an upper class family, and some crazy shit goes down, and that is all you need to know. Do you want to go in completely blind for Parasite? Because you just need to embrace it and experience it. Bong Joon-ho, the director of this film, did a fantastic job, not only with the direction but also the screenplay. I did not see anything coming in this movie. I was on the edge of my seat for the last half of this movie because it gets so freaking crazy. It is a masterclass in tension building. It gives a great commentary on social class. All the actors are amazing. The production design is crazy good. The cinematography, the editing, everything here is perfect. That is one word I will use to describe Parasite, is perfect. There is so much detail in this film and I can't wait to watch it again. I can't stop thinking about it. And I can honestly say I was speechless after watching it. I didn't know what to say, I didn't know what to do, I didn't know what to write down about the film. I was just blown away. If you haven't seen Parasite yet, make it the next thing on your watch list. You will not regret it. Who gives a shit about the subtitles? Just sit down and read them. It is so freaking worth it. Calm down, Rihanna. Chill out. Anyway, those were my top 5 favourite TV shows and movies of 2019. I would love to know what you thought of my list. I would love to know what is on your list, and I definitely missed a load of movies in 2019, so please recommend what I should watch next. 2019 was a mixed bag of films. There were some films that I was really excited for that were kind of disappointing. There were films I had no idea about that blew me away. So you just really never know, and I'm very much looking forward to these surprises. And mind-blowing films of 2020. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. All my social media links are down below in the description if you want to come follow me. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you very soon. Bye.